What's popping y'all? It's JJ++ here, and today guys we're going to be having a look at how to buy the Kosatka in GTA 5 Online. Now the Kosatka is a huge submarine that is actually drivable in GTA 5 Online. This submarine has many different gadgets like torpedoes, it has different types of lock-on missiles, and it can go completely stealth off the radar if used underwater. It can also hold various different aircraft and other vehicles, and it's just a very interesting vehicle, so I thought I'd show you how to buy it. This vehicle was added very recently in the new Seiko Perico heist, I think it's called, and yeah, it's just a pretty epic vehicle. And anyway, let's get on with the video. So guys, what you got to do as always is head over to the internet, and once you've done that you've got to go down to warstockcashandcarry.com. From there you've got to click on the top vehicle here, right at the top, huge header, impossible to not see, and here it is, the Kosatka. You can change various different things. You can change the colours of the submarine. It sort of seems pointless, and it does cost you 75,000, and I actually think the default is probably my favourite, so I'm not going to change that. I've got the flag, which you can pay 25,000 for. I've got the United Kingdom one, and then you've got a few different other things. You've got the sonar station, guided missiles, weapon workshop, and moonpool vehicles. I have no idea what these actually all cost, but I know that altogether, if you buy everything, it will cost you roughly $11 million, if none of it is discounted. At the moment, the sonar station is currently completely free instead of its usual 1.9 million, so I suggest you buy the submarine as soon as possible. But here it is here. I've already bought it, so I will not have to pay for it, but what you would do is you would just click pay there where it says renovate. And yes, now once you've bought yourself the Kosatka, all you have to do is you have to go down to surfaces in your interaction menu, go down to Kosatka in the list, and then you've got to click on request Kosatka. There we go, you click there and you just request it, and it should spawn nearby for you to go inside. As I'm making my way over to Kosatka, I thought it would be useful to mention that you can only enter the Kosatka with either the Stromberg, the new submarine car that I cannot remember the name of, the Sea Sparrow, or one of the submarines. You can also enter just on foot if you manage to get on top of the submarine, but no other vehicles will be able to enter it. And here we go guys, we are now inside the Kosatka, here in the moonpool area with our car and our epic submarine. I'll show you more on the submarine later, but let's go down to the main controls and see what this thing can hold. One thing I thought I'd show is that you can actually equip scuba gear if you want to leave through a hatch, and yes, it's pretty useful. It's just outside the control area. But what we've got in here is we've got the sonar station, which is it's actually not very good. You can just like aim around, you can lock on to targets and fire missiles at them. I think this is pretty much the worst thing about this submarine. I mean, the missiles hardly lock on, and I believe that was $2 million, so I basically would just say don't buy it, because it's a complete rip-off. This here though is quite possibly the best thing about this submarine. This is, what's this called? The guided missile station, that's it. And what you can do is you fire a missile, and you can actually control where this missile will hit. You can just move it around wherever you want. I'm not sure if you can fly it around forever. I believe it is unlimited in range, so you can just fly around as far as you want. And yeah, literally all you do is you just go around and you can hit a player without them even knowing of your existence, as I will do here. There you go, right there into a player, and look, I have got a kill. Do know that there is a 1 minute cooldown every time you fire, So don't be firing them off just for no reason. But now here we have the heist planning board. This is where you access the heist, and this is the main reason why you should buy the Kosatka. This doesn't cost any additional amount to get, it's just a part of the submarine by default. That's where you access the heist and you can rob that island thing. I might do another video on that, but I don't really care that much about it. But here we go. Here is how you drive it. You are able to quick travel anywhere across the map in the submarine, but I'm interested in the actual driving of it. This here is pretty insane. I was actually astonished to find out that you could genuinely control such a large vehicle. But here we go. It goes pretty darn slow, but you can fire torpedoes off, which is actually pretty cool. You can also go straight into the sonar. With this, I kinda don't care about that. But look here, we can go underwater, and as you can see from the notification, we are completely off the radar, and no one can see us unless they use the sonar themselves. So this is pretty epic. This is quite possibly the best feature. I don't know what the best feature is, honestly, because there are actually a lot of them with this thing. But being able to go completely off the radar in such a powerful machine seems pretty overpowered, but also pretty darn cool. Anyway guys, let's have a look at some of the other gadgets this thing has in stock. So guys, this thing can actually hold up to 4 different vehicles. You can hold the Sea Sparrow, which is one of the vehicles that you can add for just $1.9 million, and what you can do is you can actually upgrade it. There are not many things, you can just add some weapons. I suggest getting homing missiles because the minigun's complete trash, and that's about it. You can also change the colour, but that's not really that useful in any way. So there's no like speed upgrades or genuine enhancement upgrades other than the missiles. But what you can do is you can fly it around. It's a light, fast aircraft with unlimited missiles that will fire constantly. So yes, it's a pretty insane vehicle, and it's just another thing that you can instantly get out of the submarine. You can also have the ability now to instantly spawn it anywhere on the map, which I'll show you later. The lock-on range of the missiles is quite questionable, it's not that great, and the actual lock-on of the missiles isn't great either. As you can see, none of these missiles seem to be hitting this guy. That seems to be pretty mad at me as I fired him earlier with one of those missiles. But this guy, see, the missiles basically aren't hitting him, only a couple actually are. And it's just not that great of a lock-on, but it's still a nice vehicle nonetheless. Now guys, what you have down here is you have this new submarine. I cannot remember what it is called, but it's a pretty nice vehicle. It has no weapons and you are unable to upgrade it, but it still looks pretty dang. You can drive this thing around, just around the sea, just for exploration, and it basically has no genuine purpose, other than just to be a cool little submarine. That is pretty much all I have on this vehicle. I'll just show you how good it is in terms of speed, but there is nothing really interesting about it. And here it is. It's pretty nice. It's probably faster than the Kraken, I believe, and it can go up pretty quickly. So yeah, that's basically this thing, and wow, epic, I guess. I just thought I would show you what it is like if you go on land with this thing, and sadly it doesn't hold up too well. If you just go into it at a mild little tiny speed, it seems to get beached pretty much immediately, and you will have basically no way of exiting it, and then you'll receive a notification that it is beached. There's basically nothing you can do at this point apart from exit the submarine and then go into your interaction menu and then respawn it. And yeah, it's kind of annoying that you have to do this, but I guess just don't beach your goddamn submarine. I thought I would show you some other epic features about the Kosatka, and some of them are pretty insane. One of them is that you can spawn both the Sparrow and that submarine I showed you earlier instantly. You can also spawn the dinghy. You can crest the dinghy wherever you want as long as you're in the sea, and it will just spawn as close as it possibly can. And when we look at some of the other features, you've got other request options, and you've got permission to, allow people in your submarine or kick them out. That's pretty much it, I believe. There are other return options, so you can return it back to water, or you can just return it back to wherever it's supposed to be staying, I guess. And yes, that's pretty much it for the interaction menu details, and there we go. Now, this vessel does not have the greatest armor in the world, but if you are getting attacked and you're currently in the control seat, then you can probably just dive and they won't be able to lock onto you or be able to see you on the map. And yes, that I guess is pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this dank video. Head over and subscribe for more epic GTA 5 content and leave a like on the video so that the algorithm likes me. That is basically it. Thanks for 112 subscribers. Guess this is my 112 subscriber special. And yeah,